Colifero the Artist is an 8-mana legendary that draws a minion from your deck and then transforms all other friendly minions into copies of that minion. There are a lot of combos you can pull off with Colifero, but I found a pretty interesting interaction with Egwin the Guardian. So this is a 5-mana legendary with spell damage +2 and Death Rattle for the next minion you draw to inherit these powers. So if you have the Egwin Death Rattle floating around and you play Colifero, it always draws a minion. That minion will gain spell damage from Egwin, and then Colifero will transform all your minions into that minion, which now has spell damage +2. So you can either immediately kill the opponent with all your new spell damage, or if not, then when your board dies, the next minion you draw itself will get like 10 spell damage and you can kill your opponent from there. And on top of that, I'm also playing Reverberations and Azurite Chaingang to potentially copy the Egwin Death Rattle even more. The deck's not great, but if you have the perfect game, I think you can theoretically get like 400 spell damage with this deck. I do love a Talon. Can probably get Light of the Phoenix to be 2-mana draw 2. Alright, we are excavating. Aftershocks could be good against Mage, maybe. Probably rather just take a Frost Strike. Just threw away the Infinitize because they have... Oh no, that came off of this. They didn't throw it away. Horn of Winter I could see being really good. And the other two seem kind of useless. Okay, there's Colifero, so we just play Talon next turn. And the hand is looking pretty good. If I have a board, I can coin Colifero, refresh, and then cast some damage. I guess turn 6 is going to be this Azurite Chaingang, so I might have a board on turn 6. Turn 7, rather. Oh, I don't need to play Talon. Works for me. Pretty big. I think it's a 50-50 here. No, they get 10 shots, not 9, so it was better than 50-50. But they still failed. Alright, definitely want to try to have some stuff in play here. So, if I trade off my Egwin here, and I top deck a minion, any minion I draw kind of delays Colifero for a turn. So it's better for me if Egwin lives here. And I'm freezing this to summon a skeleton anyway. Although I guess I could have held the freeze to guarantee the skeleton for the Colifero. This would be good if it summoned more than one thing, or more than two things. I know I've played a Frost spell What else have I played that's put this up to 2? What did I get off Prismatic Elemental? I already don't remember. But it probably wasn't a fire spell. It was a fire spell. Shit. Ooh. Very sticky board. I can go Flame Elemental, Coin, Colifero, plus Snake Oil next turn. But only having 1 damage spell makes that probably not great. I think it's probably fine though. Also, I'm not entirely sure that my deck even works at the moment, so this will be a good way to find out. It does work. Shouldn't be too hard to have all 6 of the spell damage at some point in the future. Hey, they decided to make that easier to kill. How nice. Sure. My Deathborn still does 6 damage, so can kill the Hawk. This does 4, this does 6. I can do another 4 with this. Not quite gonna be lethal though. A Jaren Scroll could very plausibly find damage. Trading this should be fine, I guess. I could Soul Freeze here, but I think Deathborn is just super good. Clear board and get 7 skellies. A very respectable card from the opponent. Pew 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 pew. Seems like drawing any minion is going to be lethal here. Not a minion, though. I don't really know about any of these. Don't really want to trade this. Alright, so at the moment, Talon does draw Azurite Chain Gang, which can give me 1,000,000 spell damage. Extremely annoying. I do have Deafen for that 3/3. That is a minion, but not really a playable one. Or not one that can kill my opponent, I should say. Hopefully they don't have another life sentence, because that would get rid of all my Egwin buffs.
Don't think too hard. You'll hurt yourself.
Alright, I think I have to trade this. There's a minion. Let's see what this can get for me. It does say from your class, so that's fair. Hey, I got a really good card here. Pew. Nice. Got him. I knew 8 spell damage would be enough eventually. Demon Hunter. I don't even know what they're going to be playing. But I did get a 1-2 curve. Okay. Deal with the Devil did get buffed, so it summons 4 instead of 3 now. Solar Eclipse is a hell of a card. Probably just take that one. I wonder how good Solar Eclipse is in the history of Hearthstone. It's probably a top 100 card, right? It's really, really strong. I don't know. Maybe I'm overrating it. I could play a Ghostly Strike here, which would kill that and draw a card. Pretty sure I don't care about Nightshade Bud or Call to the Stand, so why not? Finley. I don't really want to Finley away my Solar Eclipse, but maybe it's fine. Keyboard is really good. I'll play the keyboard first. 4 fresh cards. Oh, according to my deck tracker, I drew Colifero and Egwin, so pretty good Finley. This Arcanist kind of sucks. 4 mana 2/2. These warbands gotta stop going face. Looks like I can play Egwin into an empty board though, which is pretty nice. That card got buffed to deal 4 damage.
Who's hiding now?
This is a burn spell, but wait, I have so much mana. But by casting it here, I can play Wisdom plus Cold Case next turn, which I think seems pretty decent. I might be getting Silver Moon Arcanisted here. Alright, or not. So this Talon is not a great draw, because it has my Egwin buff, meaning I kind of have to play it. So I can go pew 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 pew. I do need this shot to hit something for a clear. I think it's fine to just attack with it here. I traded off a 1-2 instead of a 1-1, but that's fine. Whatever. Also, this Talon, it draws Azurite Chain Gang, so I can double my Egwin perhaps. Missed the 50-50, bozo. Wait, does this not get the Egwin? Since the Talon... I mean, I guess it makes sense because the Talon Death Rattle existed on the board, or on the Talon, before the Egwin. So fair enough. I mean, this card is still good to play though, because it puts multiple minions on the board. I don't need much to live here for Colifero to be worth it.
Gifts of the arcane surge within me.
But it looks like nothing will live. There is a chance my opponent's also playing Colifero, but I think it's probably pretty unlikely. Let's see what this can find. Deal with the devil. I mean, it does put minions in play, which is what I want. Also a fell spell for wisdom, which is nice. Pretty insane spread. So they killed everything except the Egwin Death Rattle, which is, you know, annoying. Alright, strong board. I didn't get my Miracle Salesman in play here, which is kind of a bummer. But I do still have one card that can potentially go face. Wow, that's really strong. This thing does get reborned. But I'm still kind of getting beat up here. I don't even lifesteal off that because they're immune. Alright. I mean, if I can get 3 spell damagers, I definitely have lethal with this hand. What if they kill 1 skeleton? It goes face, they're at 16. Well, yeah, my skeletons in play can attack. Do they have 1 damage? No? Not 1 damage. Nice, this should be lethal.
Everyone could use a fresh coat of paint.
446, yeah, that would have been lethal. And now it's 668, or 669 even. Lovely.
Don't pull the wool over my eyes.
Let the games begin.
Try to find my legendaries. Alright, Califero's good. Just need to find one of the 5-cost legendaries now. Babbling Book. Alright, my opponent's playing some jank and I have a really good hand.
We rise to the warmth of the sun.
I guess I shoot that. I want to cast the fire spell for my things that care about fire spells. And put damage on that so it doesn't trade very well into Chain Gang. Skeletons. Face, come on, skeletons.
This is not what we stood for. Can you feel the gift of the sun?
Alright. Maybe I should have hero powered my own tail in here. Since they really seem to not want to kill it. Oh, that's really cool that they randomly generated that card. I'm having fun. Well, decent Deathborn. Just sucks that we have to draw Egwin the old-fashioned way. This does summon 3. It's kind of decent. Okay. I think I got better 4/5s here. That poisonous is kind of annoying. I guess I'm drawing a card. Oh my god, I drew Egwin. The game is so winnable.
My powers are never true.
Thought briefly about sending this face, but since they were solid alibied, it would have only life stolen for 1. That's fine. I can reverb it back. Or I might simply be playing Colifero here. I guess they can still attack with this 4/5. I can pull 3 with Colifero while killing both of these. What if I just play another one of these? Okay. 6 minions in play, plus I have a reliable flame elemental plus thing, but they had their second board clear. That's not good for me. At least I am basically full health. If I'm not playing Colifero here, I'm basically skipping my turn. I don't think I can skip my turn. Okay. This does 10. That was kind of a nuts distribution there. I think that was actually pretty unlucky for me. So I believe this has 8, and then this also basically has 8. So I have 16 spell damage here. This can be lethal. Overdraft? I think this is lethal. So this does 18. This should do 16, which is 34, and my opponent's at 35. Nice. Nice, nice, nice.